Hey guys, how's it going and welcome to the Minute channel. And today we're going to be doing a video that I've been thinking in my mind for some time now, and this is another Persona 6 video. So, um, as you'll see the title of the video or the thumbnail, a world without a main character. Now, let me explain myself before you raise your pitchforks or anything like that. I am not talking about not having a main character. I'm basically talking about the idea of having a world that it doesn't revolve around the main character, where people are friends with each other and they hang out and they do things without you having to be there the entire time. I think this is something that is an issue in most of the Persona games, where the group revolves around you as a main character. For example, Persona 3, the group really aren't really friends before you get there. They live together, but they aren't really friends. They just have a mission kind of thing. And by the time that you finish the game on Persona 3, you realize that these people have connected with each other through you. Same thing happens with Persona 4. At the end of Persona 4, people basically you leave the town and basically they don't hang out again until you come back again a year later or whatever. They've been doing their own thing and they even talk about how they haven't hung out with each other or so on. So it does feel a little bit strange that the moment that you leave town or the place where you live, and it's basically game over for them. Nothing really grows or anything like that. Now, this is something that I would like not only in the friendship department but in many other places. Now, I feel that one of the biggest strengths of the Persona games or Shin Megami Tensei in general is the world building. They have really good world building when it comes to all the different characters they build, the places that you get to go, and the different elements that they kind of add to the story together and everything. But I do believe that one more element that I would like to see more, maybe in the next game, is a world where not everything revolves on the main character. You are not a chosen one per se, but you're just part of the world. Your interactions, your actions do affect the world, but they shouldn't be revolving just around you and everything like that. Characters should be able to do their own things and do so on. Maybe they can hang out on their own or something like that. That kind of makes the world more feel alive and just kind of a little bit bigger in that sense. I think that Persona games obviously have a lot that they go for. There's also all these different aspects of people that the games go for, and I feel in this case, this one is just kind of missing out there. It's just something that I would like to see more. Now, in that sense, you can argue in this sense that maybe you want to feel more of a protagonist kind of thing. And I don't think that takes away from the experience of being a protagonist. You can still do your own thing. You can still mess around or whatever you want to do there. I don't think that really should be affecting that. But on that end, I do want the characters to be able to kind of relate to each other more and do different things together and everything. Not just you as a protagonist do everything all the time. Maybe not even be the party leader. Maybe there's a party leader and you kind of jump into the action later on as a Persona user or whatever without having to affect that aspect of the game. You can still do your own thing and you can still direct other. Maybe somebody's teaching you or mentoring you in that aspect. I don't know. There's many different ways that we can do about it depending on how the situation plays out and everything. Every Persona game has a little bit of a different introduction to the character. Like in the new Persona 5 Royal or Persona 5, you are somebody that goes into town because you were sent there because you committed a crime and you were sent there as punishment. And obviously everybody sees you as a criminal. So I find it really skeptical that people just will say, hey, you are the new team leader for our operation here that we're going to do. Pretty much everybody judges Joker in that aspect because of his criminal record and so on. I think that it just doesn't make sense in that aspect. Now, that being said, I don't really care, and I'm not kind of like breaking that apart or anything like that. I just feel like that's what was one of the weaker aspects for me when it comes to Persona 5 and the storyline and everything. Now, the game obviously progresses over time and everything, and I do like the social stats. Maybe the social stats can change a little bit in that aspect as well. They always change them, and they'll always do different stuff and everything. And I like how that works out well. I just feel that the world needs to feel more alive in that sense, so that you can feel that you're really immersive into that. That being said, while I'm talking about the main character and that kind of world, I would like to have the main character to have its own voice. Whether you play as a boy or a girl, it always feels weird to have no voice acting for your character, only on certain scenes. For example, Persona 4 you or Persona 3 you only hear Persona or the name of the characters or the different personas that you play. On Persona 5, however, you get a voice, and he only voices in certain action, in certain parts. It's not voiced throughout. I think if you're gonna add a voice, you might as well just voice all the way in. It just makes more sense. In the role-playing sense, I think it makes perfect sense. Anyway, that is pretty much in this video here. Dragging in a little bit, but I just want to talk about this because it's something that has been on my mind for quite some time. But I think it's worth something discussing with, and I want to hear you guys your thoughts on it. Do you want something like that, or is it something that you don't really care for, or you haven't really thought about it? If you are new, please consider liking and subscribing. I do Persona videos quite a bit here. And my question of the day is there something particularly you want to see for Persona 6? Let me know in the comments below. I may do a video on it if it's something that I haven't talked about yet. Anyway, that's it for today, guys. I'll see you guys next time.